Hello, my Wilberforce family and friends. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 1 of Wilberforce Alums Podcast. Hi, I'm James B. Stafford III, your host and National President of Wilberforce University Alumni Association. And we're back at you with all the news and the happenings that takes place on the campus of Wilberforce University. Now I know what you're going to say. You're saying, where have you been for the last 4 or 5 months? There hasn't been a podcast for about that length of time. And you are absolutely correct. I had to take some time to take care of some family business. I've taken care of it, and now I'm back at you with all the news, the exciting news that's taking place on the Wilberforce campus. So let me start by, first of all, talking about the presidency of the university. You probably know by now that the 22nd president, Dr. Alfred Anthony Pinkert, has retired. The 23rd president of the university is Dr. Van R. Newkirk Sr. He is on board and at the helm effective June 1 of this year. He was the previous president of Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. We have also had some changes on the trustee board chairmanship position. Mark A. Wilson, who has been the chairman of the trustee board for many, many years and has done an excellent job of leading us, has stepped down to take advantage of some business opportunities. Mark A. Wilson is also a graduate of Wilberforce University. The new chairman is now Nate A. Jenkins, a graduate from the class of 1981, who is now in that position. So we're back at you. Wilberforce Alums Podcast is back at you, ready to share all the information and the new things happening on the campus, the exciting things happening on the campus of Wilberforce University. We're blazing some new trails, writing some new chapters as we move along in 2023, heading into 2024. You may also know that some of the other interesting things that have taken place on campus is, the Hounds of Sound. I know you've probably heard about them by now. They've been in the newspaper there in the Ohio area and have been getting a lot of press as it relates to the fact that they are a new band on the campus and they are making great sound from across the country. They were in February this year. They spent some time at the Mardi Gras down there in New Orleans, and I believe they're billed to be back there in 2024 to do the same in participating in the Mardi Gras parade. They are also in process of heading to Cleveland, Ohio, tomorrow, September the 15th, 2023, to participate in the Battle of the Bands up there in Cleveland, Ohio. During the Battle of the Bands and Business Expo, which will take place this weekend. So good luck and Godspeed to them as they travel to Cleveland, Ohio to participate in the Battle of the Bands. I'm sure you also have heard that we have a baseball team on campus at Wilberforce University. That's a great, exciting thing to see. We haven't seen that in many, many, many years as far as baseball being played at Wilberforce. Baseball team, the Bulldogs, are really doing well, doing exceptionally well, I might add. They're also supported by the Cincinnati Reds, who has helped us to get them off the ground and get them started in this particular season. If you get a chance to see them in your neck of the woods, take time to go visit and watch the Wilberforce University Bulldogs play baseball. It's a great looking team. They do a great job. I saw them play this spring in Holly Springs, Mississippi, when they played Russ College, and they pulled out a win down there. So if you get a chance, make sure you put them on your calendar and watch them play. You will be impressed. This summer, we had probably the first real face-to-face annual alumni conference. The 54th conference, Alumni Association Conference, took place in Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Summit Hotel, which was our host hotel there in Cincinnati. We had a great turnout for this event, a great turnout. Everyone had a super time by attending this particular face-to-face conference. We got a lot of things done as you might expect. We had a lot of fun as well. It was great to see friends from our classes as well as other acquaintances that came through the doors of Wilberforce University. Next year, we'll be going to Savannah, Georgia in the summer of 2024 for our annual conference, the 55th annual conference. So put that on your calendar. It'll be sometime in July, I'm sure. The annual Wilberforce University Alumni Conference will take place in Savannah, Georgia around July of 2024. Let me also mention to you, too, that at this conference in Cincinnati, the 54th conference, I was also inducted into the Golden W Club. And if you don't know what that is, it's those alums who have graduated from Wilberforce University, and it's been 50 years since their graduation. Praise God for that. I'm still here. Thank you. All right. Moving right along, as we move on to some other things, and one of the really most important things I want to share with you and get you to help to support us is this spring. No, as of right now, as a matter of fact, let me just start by telling you this. With this year's enrollment, 2023 fall enrollment, we have increased our enrollment roughly 28% as it relates to new students coming to Wilberforce University. And what that means is we need to have places for them to lay their heads, places for them to sleep. And so as it relates to that, there is a movement on campus right now where we are taking on building new dorms. Let me first start and letting you know that the first new dorm groundbreaking for the first new dorm on campus, these modular dorms, will take place September the 29th, where we will have the groundbreaking for the first new dorm to be built on the campus of Wilberforce University. Now that's exciting stuff. We haven't had a dorm built on the campus of Wilberforce University for more than 14 years, and we're starting one today to help support this increased enrollment that we are having now and expect to have in the future. The second dorm is scheduled to be built in the spring of 2024. This second dorm is being funded completely by the Wilberforce University Alumni Association. Now, I mentioned that the Wilberforce University Alumni Association would be funding this, but in reality, our objective will be to raise the funds to build this dorm that you now see a rendering of. This picture is basically what that dorm will look like when completed. So you may ask, well, how's that going to take place? We are kicking off, effective September 15th, a fundraising drive to raise the funds to build this dorm starting in the spring of 2024. We are reaching out to more than 2,000 alums to give at least $350 to this campaign. $350 to this campaign by reaching out to more than 2,000 alums. Now, be mindful that there has been over 4,000 alums to graduate from Wilberforce University. So if you're in the sound of my voice, listen to what I'm saying. We're looking and reaching out to all alums to come in and participate in this fundraising campaign. Funds collected for this campaign, known as the 350 New Dorm Campaign. That's the 350 New Dorm Campaign, will be to support this new dorm funded by the Alumni Association. Construction is scheduled to start in the spring of 2024. Let me be absolutely clear. The Wilberforce University Alumni Association will be raising the funds to cover the funding of this dormitory at $688,000. The campaign will kick off September 15th, 2023, and will end December 31st, 2023. Now, one of the other things that's going to happen if you participate in this drive and this fundraising campaign and you donate at least $350, your name will be engraved on a plaque that will go on the wall of this new dorm. So you will have your name engraved on a plaque that will be on this dorm in perpetuity. This is a way to really make a difference in Wilberforce University. These dorms will help us to continue to train young minds by increasing our enrollment and having a place for them to live. This is great stuff. This is exciting stuff. We all ought to be excited about this. 3 new dorms. The 3rd dorm is to be built in the fall of 2024, and funds are being raised for that right now through other types of giving, corporate giving, and other types of donations. But right now, the Alumni Association, your Alumni Association, is kicking off a campaign to fund the 2nd dorm that will be built in the spring of 2024. $350 is all we're asking. More, certainly, if you can give it. But $350 is all we're asking to go to support this new dorm. In addition to that, having your name engraved, I will also let you know, too, that because the Alumni Association is funding this campaign, we will also have the naming rights to this building. So not only will we be able to have our names etched on the walls of this new dorm, we will be able to give it a name that will also live forever in the annals of Wilberforce University Alumni Association. So don't get left out. Participate now. What you need to do is this: effective September 15th, and this should air approximately at that point in time, you can go to wilberforce.edu. Again, wilberforce.edu, and click on the banner page, 350 New Dorm Campaign, Wilberforce University Alumni Association New Dorm Campaign. And then go to that webpage where you can donate $350 or more. You're not restricted. You can do as much as you want relative to that particular campaign. So take advantage of it. Do it. Do not be left out. It's one way of showing your love for the university that did so much for you while you were on campus. And even if you had some issues with the university while you were on campus, it's time to put those to bed. Put them back. If you got a degree, or was supported or helped to get a degree at Wilberforce, it's time now to give back to the university that did so much for you. Well, guys, that's it for what I have for this initial episode of Wilberforce Alums Podcast. I wanted to start off by talking about where we are today, the leadership, our conference that we have just completed. That was a total success. and its new fundraising campaign, 350 New Dorm Campaign, that is kicking off tomorrow, September 15th, 2023. Jump in and help us, support us, be with us as we make more history on the campus of Wilberforce University. Now, as we move forward and as we move into our next episode of, which will be episode 2, 3, and 4, and 5, as we move forward, I'm going to be bringing in to interview and talk to, the leadership, such as the new president, the 23rd president, probably also his chief of staff, new people in admissions, because there are some new folk in admissions, new individuals in institutional development. You will have a chance to learn who some of the new players are on the campus of Wilberforce University. So I want you to make certain that you stay tuned to Wilberforce Alums Podcast. Click subscribe and give us a thumbs up so we can continue bringing you this information as we go forward into the future. This is going to be an exciting year, guys. You don't want to miss out on this. Exciting years. Wilberforce University, as it marches forward, continuing to keep hope alive on the campus of Wilberforce University. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Share this with anybody and everybody. And it doesn't have to be shared with just Wilberforce alums. It can be shared with anybody, all your friends, organizations as well. Maybe they may want to support the number one, HBCU in the nation, the number one first private institution HBCU in the nation, in the form of Wilberforce University, founded in 1856. God bless you. So long and stay safe, and I'll be back at you in a couple of weeks. God bless you and good night. Now, if you want to make your donation by sending a check, you can send it to Wilberforce University, 1055 North Bickett Road, P.O. Box 1001, Wilberforce, Ohio, 45384. Make sure you write in the memo line, donation for the 350 New Dorm Campaign. 350 New Dorm Campaign. Write that in the memo line, or otherwise it won't go to this campaign. Thanks, God bless, and Suo Marte.